Okay, let's go over some basics on how LinenTrakker works. So first off, these here are your tabs across the top. So when you hear references to tabs, these are them. And you can click between stations, products, departments, handhelds, PO products by just clicking on them. And throughout the Trakker program, you will find tabs across the top and grids or lists below them. These grids and lists can be set to the number of rows to display at a time. It's set to 25. As you see, there are 2 pages. Page 2 has 4 items. I can tell because I got 29 items total. 25 on the first page, the remaining 4 on the second. I could instead change this to 50 or 100 or 250, 500, 1,000, or all. I would recommend staying at 100 or less rows per page. You can use the scroll bar to the right to be able to scroll through and see all 100 or 50 items. If there are more than that, as you saw, we would change page between page 1 and page 2, page 3, however many pages there are. We can also do sorting and filtering by clicking on a column. It will sort it, and it will sort through all of the pages. Notice white room here, 14 south here. If we go to page 2, West Wing 2, white room. When we reverse sort it, those end up at the top here, and at the bottom of page 2 is 14 south and 15 west. So the sorting like this does go between multiple pages. We can also do filtering on any given column. We can filter by just clicking in the field we want to filter on. If we wanted to see the departments, maybe we wanted to see all the Garden West department items, you can go over here, type G-A-R-D, or any part of the word. You could type West. Let's try that in fact. W-E-S-T. Even though West is the end of the word, it shows all of those. But it only shows those from this current page. It does not show anything that's Garden West on page 2. You can multiple column filter. You could say everything that is, say, in Maine, and it'll filter here on everything on page 1, and then come over here and say everything that is cardio. Notice I'm not typing the full cardio or anything. I'm just typing part of it. And it filters down to just these. Again, it does not show page 2. If I want to see everything that's between page 1, 2, 3, whatever, if I want to see all of them filtered, that's where you use this find up here. And I could say, between all the pages, show me everything that has West in the station name. And you have your choice which column you want to look in. I'm looking on station name, so notice I'm getting West Wing and West Wing 2. If I did it based upon department, I'm getting all the Garden West. And basically all of the grids throughout the LinenTrakker program work like this. Notice I'm going to click Find here to clear out this whole filter. And it'll show me back everything again. I said it was 5, now we're back to 29 records. To add an item at any point, I can add by clicking Add here or this Add up here. And that will add a new of whichever tab I'm in. If I'm under the Stations tab, it'll add a new station. If I'm under the Products tab, when I hit Add, it will add a new product. Department, it will add a new department. So that's how the add is going to work in whatever form you're on. When you click the Add button, it will add whatever piece of information you're working in the tab. So when you're working in the station and populating products, or if you're working in census information, Under Departments, you can click Add and add additional. If you want to open any of these records, you can just simply click the Open button here. If I want to edit just one of the things that are on the fields here, many of the fields in the program will allow you to edit them right here. For example, I could change this, say that's not supposed to be 15 west, maybe it's supposed to be 16. In order to save this, I pretty much hit anything else on here. I can hit save, it'll save it. I can go to page 2, it'll save it. I will go to page 2, I will come back to page 1. You see that it did save it from 15 to 16. To change it also, and I can change many of these fields, I can add a special note here. And again, if I hit save, or if I change pages or gone to a different tab, it would have saved it. When I open it, we can see that the note is now saved and it is in here. So that is basically the way that you navigate throughout the entire program. That is the basic navigation. The other thing to consider is that these yellow fields, anything that's yellow means it's a required field. You must fill in this case, you must fill in the station and the department names. They're highlighted yellow. If you do not, it will tell you that you cannot save it. You cannot close it to save it. Hit close, it'll close this. Anything I typed in there would have saved. Actually, let's go ahead and change that note. Maybe I'm in here and I don't want to say special note here. I just want to say special note, so I clear that out. I'm going to close it. When I close it, notice it still says it here. That's because this page is still sitting in the background, having displayed the previous information. It did save, but in order to see it, we need to refresh the screen. We can either click the station button here and go to products and come back to stations, or go to page 2 and come back to page 1. I'm going to just press station, and you'll see that it just refreshed the screen, and now it says special note like I just changed. And that is the basics of the way that LinenTrakker navigation works.